Good day, teachers! We are the Group 2 in ED-102, the teaching profession, under Chapter 6, Teaching Competency Standards. Before the discussion, here are the group members: Vinci Samson, GB Potato, Fatima de Tablan, Lovely Ellen, Rose Ann Aluad, Frank Daniel Ofalia, and Matthew Cortez. To formally begin, let us move on to our given task. Our task is to interview 2 professional teachers who have taught for 4 to 10 years.
1 public school teacher and 1 private school teacher.
Personal information of interviewees. For public, 24 years old, teaching at Capiz State University Diocesan College, and has 4 years of teaching experience. For private, 25 years old, teaching at the University of San Agustin, and has 4 years of teaching experience. Now, we are in the main focus of this presentation, answering the guide questions. So, here we have 8 questions. These are the questions that we will be using for the interview. Concerning that we are in a state of pandemic, which means that we cannot interview personally, we have used online forms to send questions and to receive answers conveniently. The guide questions are related to their own experience in the teaching field. Now, for us to understand their response, let us see and listen to their answers, beginning with question number 1.
Let us start with the guide question number 1. Are you satisfied with your job as a professional teacher for the past years? Why? Now, let us move on to the response. According to a public school teacher, yes, seeing my students succeed in their own field is quite rewarding. And according to a private school teacher, yes, I was able to practice my profession as well as it enhanced my skills on becoming an effective teacher. So we can conclude that they were both satisfied with their job as a professional teacher for the past few years.
Now, question number 2. What are some of your most unforgettable experience as a teacher? So, we are going to see the response of our teacher. So, for public teacher, she says it was the first year of my teaching career as I did not have any background in the field of education. I have learned a lot from my colleagues and students as well. On the other hand, the private teacher says, handling senior high school students, I noticed everyone has its own personality. So, based on their answers, we can say that it is really the students and somehow our colleagues, the people around us, that makes our experiences more unforgettable.
Question number 3. What inspires you as a teacher? So, let us proceed to the responses. According to a private teacher, the achievements of my students get feels like also I achieved something in life. And according to a public teacher, to see my students succeed in their chosen fields. Based on what we have gathered, the teacher from private and public share common achievements that inspires them. That is to see their student grow and succeed.
Hello, good day. I'm Lovely Deolian, and for the continuation, in question number 4, what are your greatest challenges as a teacher? According to private teacher, balancing paperwork and teaching. And the response of public teacher is greatest challenge would be being flexible, resourceful, especially if I'm assigned to teach certain subjects that are beyond my field of expertise. So, if we compare the 2 responses, the private and public teacher, The greatest challenges as a teacher is being flexible, balancing their time, and being resourceful in what subjects they are assigned.
Question number 5. What are your plans for the future? Private teacher responses. Apply for DepEd, while the public school teacher naman is might go back to studying to pursue higher education. So both teacher has future plans. The private school teacher wants to try teaching in public schools, while the public school teacher wants to pursue higher education.
Good day everyone, I am Rose Ann Aluad, one of the members of Group 2. So to continue, in question number 6, do you think you will retire as professional teacher? Now let us proceed to their response. According to public teacher, yes, I might explore the career opportunities. And the private teacher response is also yes. So now, as we can see, if we compare the response, they both agreed that they will retire as professional teachers. To sum up, they both agreed because professionalism involves being reliable, setting your high standards, and showing that you care about every aspect of your job.
Hello everyone, I am from Tonel Ofalia, member of Group 2, and tugutin yung question number 7. What should teacher always remember in terms of their behavior? Now let us proceed to the responses. According to the private teacher, it is important to always remember their morale, for the public teacher is to be a good role model to their student. And now, to summarize and compare their answer, both these teachers want to be a good role model to their student. Knowing good morals such as kindness, humility, courage, and compassion, and use this to inspire your students at an early age, build the child character. It forms the very core of their being and become a foundation of their moral beliefs.
Question number 8. What kind of teacher would you like the students to remember you when you retire? Now, let us move on to the response. According to a public school teacher, the kind of teacher who inspired them to pursue whatever they want to be in the future. And according to a private school teacher, a helpful and not terror teacher. So we can conclude that they will both want to be remembered as a good kind of teacher who motivates their students in achieving their life objectives, who makes learning fun, and encourages students' personal growth.
Now, we are done answering the guide questions, and it is time to answer the general questions. There are 2 general questions in this presentation. In answering these questions, we will be referring based on the experiences of our teachers in the teaching field. And to answer the general questions, let's begin with question number 1.
For question number 1, which career stage do these teachers belong? So our answer is these teachers are classified as proficient teachers in career stage 2. They are self-sufficient in the use of critical abilities in teaching and learning process. They offer curriculum-based and assessment-based teaching programs. They can create, administer, and manage learning initiatives. They actively engage in collaborative learning with other stakeholders and the professional community for mutual growth and advancement. They are reflective practitioners who constantly consolidate career stage 1 teachers' knowledge, abilities, and practices.
General question number 2. What are the characteristics of teachers in this stage? The characteristics of teacher we have interviewed varied based on their personality, commitment, willingness, and attitude towards teaching. Some of their characteristics are the following. Positive characteristics. First, committed towards teaching and learning process. Second, effective in terms of handling and teaching students lessons and activities. Third, provides and promote positive environment in teaching. Fourth, shows signs of creativeness and preparedness towards output. 5. compassionate towards students' welfare. Negative characteristics. First, very passive in terms of teaching their students. Second, can't cope up with the technological advancement. Third, negative towards new style of approaches being introduced. Fourth, not open to criticism. 5. Having tendency of sacrificing quality lessons through teaching.
And that was it. We're finally done answering two fundamental sets of questions, the guide questions and the general questions. And to end this presentation, we would like to share a short reflection.
Our reflection about this activity is: teaching is a challenging task. One shall perform his duty with the highest degree of excellence, professionalism, intelligence, skills, and with utmost devotion and dedication to ensure the quality of education. It is also the noblest profession. A teacher carries numerous responsibilities. His task is not only to deliver a lesson inside the four corners of the classroom, but rather serve as the second parent of the students, and therefore loves and cares for his students like his real children. And the only reward a teacher expects or hope from their students is for them to finish their studies and more, to be able to get a good job and earn a living on their own in the future. So, salute to all teachers who mold the minds of tomorrow and encourage learning in all phases of life.